Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day. We got some problems going on in the town. We have a lot of frowny faces. And so to fix that, we're going to try and grab theater here. But the problem with that is I don't have a whole lot of bricks and I don't have any glass. But we do have this little area built up finally. So we have a couple homes over here, like we mentioned on the last episode, I think it was. And we have the two sand pits put in here. One's getting sand, one's getting clay. But I'm running into the issue of no people to do any of this work. So we're kind of sitting here right now. With the frowny faces, one of the other ways to get that up is with some drink. So I put in agave tequila seeds here. I have 2 flax seeds going for clothing. And we're doing okay with clothing. At 22, it's hard to keep up. So I was letting the clothing pile up, making the weaving workshop turn the flax into linen, and then the tailor's workshop was working the linen into clothes. But the production chain was 1 to 1 to 1, and I wanted to see if how long that was going to work for, and it didn't work for that long. So you have to have more flax than flax producers than linen producers, it seems like. We have masonry workshops working. Maybe that's somebody I can take out. And then the 2 kiln factories next door to each other can't be built without clay. And like I mentioned, I don't have anybody to get that clay yet. And I've been trying to make sure that I have temporary workers as well. Gonna take another person out of the farm here. We're doing pretty good on food. 12,000, I'm pretty happy with that. Much better than the last time around. And let's see, we could probably move somebody else out of here. Let's go out of this masonry workshop. And we'll leave these people to just be laborers running around town. I did put in a bathhouse here, so that's another reason why we got green hearts over here. So this is going to encapsulate all of these homes that we'll have over here in a while. It's going to take a minute for us to need that many houses, but it's all set up. It's ready to roll, so that's great. I did put a police station in here too, and these help to increase happiness 20%. So that's why I put that there. This end of town, I think I have a police station in here. Yep, right there. So these people are all getting benefited from that. So we only have the 1 worker. We got some finally on the timeline. We really could use some more immigrants right now. We are protected against 2 diseases. So I did have some people that came in out of the last batch of immigrants that had some disease, and they went right into the doctor's office and got that figured out. I believe it's under education, and they did have measles. So the game seems like it keeps track of where you are, and that's how it's introducing the diseases. I'm hoping anyways. It would feel pretty bad if I'm, just starting out and then the game drops me, a bunch of people with flu and I can't do anything against flu and then we just lose. I'm thinking we go theater. I have 2 points, go theater and then go entertainment. I can't do anything with theater yet because again, brick and glass, but once we get some people working on those 2 things, we'll be able to do that, and we'll do that as soon as the immigrants get here. So that's an option. And then as far as quality of life, the hospital we can't get until we get to mining, smelting, and that's going to be mining, smelting. So first burden, smelting. I think before we go down this, which I want to do, we are going to grab the theater because of the frowny faces. We need to get the happiness up. We need to keep it up. And this is going to reduce citizen stress by -10. Passive. Awesome. All right, so theater. Let's see where we can sneak a theater in over here. I love this line of the AoE effects. Super nice to have. So let's see if we can continue that a little bit. AoE is area of effect, in case you didn't know. So we'll go like that, and it doesn't reach every house, but there's 2 houses that are just outside, so we'll get that stationed there. And again, it's not going to get complete. We don't have the proper materials to do so. So I'm going to let the game just go out for a little while, just play until we get the immigrants, because like I said, I'm just sitting here. I can't really do anything without the immigrants. I'm nervous about the happiness and nervous about the health a little bit. I don't want to get murderers again and start losing citizens to my own citizens. I'll be right back. All right, so we got our new batch of immigrants finally, and I plopped somebody here into the kiln factory to make us our bricks, but we need furnace burden. So we got to go to our development points, and we got to grab the furnace burden factory, and that's okay because we wanted to go down this tree anyways, so we'll get that. Let's go ahead and grab the furnace burden right here, and we're going to plop this guy right there, and I'm going to do 2. I don't need 2 yet, but I'm going to need more than 1 eventually, and I like these are all together, so I put in another kiln factory as well. And when this guy makes glass, I'm going to have this guy make glass bottles. Once we get some furnace burden going, then these guys can start to work on the glass and on the clay, and then we can get our theater built up north here, and that's going to be huge for our happiness. We're at 4 ticks. That's okay. I mean, it's not really okay, but it's, you know, it's better than what it was a little bit ago when I was only at 2. So we have 7 people, temporary workers. That's decent. I want to have, so I'm going to do one more person in the fertile field here, and I think I'll leave the rest of them as is. I do want to have both these guys going, but I don't really want to get rid of all of our laborers. I did flex out a couple builders, so now we only have 2 builders. I feel like builders are a waste if you don't have anything that you currently want built, but I don't know if they do something when they're not, you know, building things. Maybe I'll even take one more out, because then we'll just have the one person as our builder, and that's fine unless I'm building stuff. I got the one thing being built, but I mean, whatever. So we'll do the furnace burden guy, Douglas, and I did put in another logging camp. So we have 3 total. We got one here, and one over here. We're doing pretty good on timber, 2,400. So I'm gonna, that's a lot of people working on wood, but wood is just so important, such a good base item for so many different things, and building, of course. So we want to have that. Not a whole lot of new things going on. Just the same old seeds, chestnut. It looks like we lost our turkey guy. With all these merchant ships that I keep seeing, it really makes me want to get the grocery stores and start getting our silver coin, but I just don't really want to spend a point on that right now. I feel like I want to worry about the basics before I start to get into the trade part. The trade gives you some really good stuff. So we got mining, smelting required for hospital and pharmacy. And that's our next deal. We don't have a point yet, but once we do that, we'll grab the smelter. This guy is going to use up a lot of iron. So we are going to need to also start getting into mining and the stone pit. Remember, I built those in the last series pretty quickly, and then I left them open, and then we ran out of materials on the map. So I do want to get them in, and then continue to use the materials on the map. Like, we got a lot of iron out here, a lot of stone out here too. And we'll harvest that stuff up as we need it. But it would just be nice to have the mines as well. And of course, another thing, there's so many things that I want in the beginning. We have 0 medicines. So if we go into agriculture, I want to go down this tree and get the nursery and get herb seeds. That's just, it's good to have. And the forest farm too. All of this stuff is just so fantastic down here. Slow going, especially since we only have 2 research institutes and no paper going yet. So we're up to 7 now. Like I said, I don't need 2 people working in there. So we should be at 8 now. Yep, okay. So you need furnace burden. So I'm gonna do this. Put another person in here. And then I think we had one guy down here with 2. Yeah. So we'll make both those 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So we'll have 9 people working the logging camps. That should be tons of timber coming in. I think I did turn off planks. Yeah, I did turn off planks here. I don't know how many I have. 204. Yeah. I mean, if I'm at cap, I don't need somebody sitting in the sawmill. You know, I could flex this to. That's what I should do. I need to flex this to our domestic fuel, and we'll put somebody back in there. Taylor's workshop. I turned this back on, but we're not doing great on flax, so that's why we need a standard fertile field. And now we're down to 4 people all of a sudden. So we gotta wait for another batch of immigrants, which is, there's some right here, so it won't take too long to get some more. So for our point that we got, let's go ahead and grab smelting. All right, so we'll go production, and we'll find our smelter. There it is. And we'll put this guy right next to our furnace burden factories. And I think we'll just do 1 for now. We'll let that go, get built up. Kiln factory is ready to go with glass bottles. We got glass being made. Okay, good. We've got 3 people. So again, I guess I'm just gonna sit here and let it wait and let the game run until we can grab these other immigrants before we can progress any further. Okay, we got a bunch more immigrants, up to 17 temporary workers now. So that's great. We got a lot of people now working. We have tons of food. We're doing great on water, and we're doing great on timber. So I wanted to go over here, and we want to make sure that we have enough of these other goods coming in. So let's check out textiles. So we have 0 flax, so that's not good at all. We definitely want to up this. So I'm gonna go, we'll put 1 in here like so, and we'll put 1 in here like so. And I would imagine that these aren't working as well as just the 1. I don't want to just dump a bunch of people into the farms only. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. We have our smelters working. We have 2 people over here in the furnace burden. We've got our heater built. Look at it, I've got another couple bars of happiness, so we're going in the right direction here. I've put another one over on this end. It'll be built here shortly, as you can see. That's for these people, of course. And I think we could start, well, once we get some more flax, we can get our weaver workshop really working, and then we can start getting more of our clothes. That's definitely something we need to be a little bit more concerned with. So we have one more development point. Now this is quite a thing. All right, so hospitals requiring construction, home, textile. Construction, home textile is way down here. But before we can even get to home textile, we're gonna need processing knitting. So let's go processing knitting. And before we can do processing knitting, we need agriculture read. So we go over here, agriculture read. Now, that's a lot of little steps to get to the hospital, but we're going to need to do that if we want to be really secure in all of the diseases that are in the game. So let's grab ourselves some read action. And we can do that. We'll grab read here. And we can do, these guys have got to be on the water, so they're going to be up over here. And that's not a big deal. Go like that, and then we'll do one on the other side here. Got to be a little bit higher. That's okay. And let's do one more. We know that we're going to need reeds for many different things. Baskets, shoes, you know, whatever else that I can't think of off the top of my head at this moment. But a bunch of things. So this is a good thing to get going here. All right, 3 reed fields. That's going to be great. I probably won't have them all working all at once in the beginning. But eventually we will definitely have those guys. And we can use some reeds, I believe, in here. No. Taylor? Yeah, this is where we build them. We can build shoes here. So maybe we can put in another tailor for some shoes. That makes the people walk a little bit faster, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Our fuel is at 0. Not good. We are just coming out of winter. Oh, no, we're not. It's June. Yeah, kind of coming out of winter. So let's see. The sawmill, we're going to need some more domestic fuels. How are we doing on planks? 204, still fantastic. Let's put another person working there for more domestic fuel. Eventually we're going to have to swap that out, I think, once we need planks again. So we might have to put in another sawmill, but we don't have to just yet, so we're going to hold off. Laid stone's down to 80. I'm going to just leave it like it is, I think. And oh, so yeah, we got the agave tequila seeds going now. So that means we're going to need a distillery. So we can throw that in. We'll put this guy right over, we'll do it this side in case I want to do another cemetery over here. So we'll get the distillery going as well, and that is going to be great. That's going to be another thing for happiness. Oh, look at this. We are in smiley face. We only have 3 bars that we don't have filled in. Fantastic. Doing great. And I think with that, that's going to wrap up this episode of Settlement Survival. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival.